Alright, hi everybody, it is Bonkai922 yet again. Kenichi. This was interesting, this chapter. There wasn't really much to this chapter. I mean, this was just a conclusion of the flashback, which involved Sensui. I'm just gonna call him Sensui. And Saiga with his wife. And we see in this chapter, we actually see Miyu as a baby, and we get an explanation that he obviously back then was doing this. Yeah, he basically took on Saiga's likeness, and he went out and killed members of the clan, the Kuremisago clan, if I'm saying that correctly. He went about just basically killing everyone, achieving peace this way. And they suspected Saiga that he was doing this, but they knew it was somebody else. They didn't think it was him. Someone was with his likeness, with Saiga's likeness, was going around doing this. Then we get, he's at this place with these people, and they're basically ordering him, then follow that path until the end. You must kill Shizuha, the second best lineage of Kuremisago, and her child. So not only was he supposed to kill her, Miyu as well, in order for this to act, this thing to go through. So, basically we have, towards the end, Kukuzaha being assisted to get the hell out of Dodge, and saying the people that were with her saying, we liberists are just follow Saiga-sama, hide and live peacefully. And we see her, she's like saying she doesn't want her daughter to be known for abandoning her friends and so on and so forth. It's kind of like we get the connection, how Miyu acts like that in a way. Would abandon her friends for her own happiness. So, we see her protecting Miyu, and she's all protecting Miyu to the end. And she's taking out guys with guns, Kazuha, and we see an explosion, and we see what seems to be Saiga in front of her. It's not Saiga, and it's essentially Sensui, and he just pretty much stabs her. That's the end of that, and then she says "dear," and realizes it's not him as it's fading off, and there's just a massive explosion of fist. Like, real Saiga just comes out and just boom, and you just see the conflict, and it was intense, seriously. And this is the scene where Saiga's going on with these fists to say, basically, believed you and left things in your hands, and you were actually the one who killed my wife. And he basically is saying, yes, I lied when I said that the traitor who killed your wife had escaped, and saying, however, weren't you the one who said a small sacrifice was needed for a greater good? You couldn't do that, so I did it. So, because that's what he was saying, I believe, in the previous chapter. And in Sensui's eyes, he basically did that. He's like, you could say he's the Saiga that is able to achieve things that Saiga couldn't. Surprisingly enough. And Basically, he says, "Don't you understand? Thanks to that deal, we became one again. We ended the struggle and little casualties in both factions. I have no regrets. Now the world is about to be open to us. This is the real liberation. We were able to find freedom within a fight." And then we go back to present time. 2 minutes until launch, and they're all coming here, and Shigure saying they found us. We need to act quickly. And then we just see Saiga and Sensui going in there. "I can't accept it just because of the number of lives you saved. Sensui, there's one thing I can say to you now. I won't leave this world to someone with a crooked heart. I'll end everything with this blow." And then, Sensui said, "Yes, my friend, let's finish this." And then it's just, they do their moves. Oh, man, it was sick looking what they did there. Sensui doing Haho Shinomutsuguri, and Furinji. Saiga's doing this Kami Goroshi. And it says, "Two men try to settle their grand fate with fists." 22 pages in next issue. The fierce fight continues. So, I mean, it was a pretty interesting chapter. We got to find out exactly what happened, and I guess when it came to the struggle with this clan thing, in the end, in Sensui's eyes, he believes he accomplished something great, even though he did kill Saiga's wife, and he can't trust to leave the world in his hands, essentially, Saiga says. So, and it makes me wonder a lot of things, because about this whole situation, because if that's the case, then I wonder exactly when this fake Saiga replaced. I think it was more along the lines that Saiga was always there. He was part of the Shadow Fist, but he doesn't. Because you really think about it. What point was he there as the traitor, in 9 Shadow Fists, and when he was the actual Saiga? I think it's more along the lines that this fake was always there, and the real Saiga was on the sidelines, trying to get back and stop his plan. Yeah. But this was an interesting chapter. Rating wise, not a lot happened. All we really find out in this chapter, really significance, was we get to see Miyu's mother's death, and we found out that it wasn't just her mother that was going to be killed, it was Miyu herself as well. So that was a little interesting tidbit as well. But I give this a 4 out of 5. It seems like things are coming to a close now. That ending panel was pretty close. It was like they would do their moves and they had the yin and the yang. I like that. That was pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much the story. Nothing else to add. Now, like I said, for next week, people who saw the live stream, I won't be here next week. So, probably what I'll do is come back Saturday. I will do a live stream on Saturday. I know, that's crazy. Saturday live stream. I'd rather do Saturday live stream or Sunday live stream. And I will just give my thoughts on everything. I'll read everything. Or I'll do a live, reading of it, and give my thoughts right there of the Bleach chapter, because I think I can read, on vacation, but we'll see. But yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai Night 22. See you guys later. Wow, Saiga, Sensui. It's so hard to say this guy's name, because it sounds like Sensui from Yu Hakusho. So I'll see you guys later.